Hey everyone, let's dive into XRP today, and I've got to kick things off with this incredible insight from Easy A. He said something that really caught my attention. As more and more people get into crypto, XRP will be the #1 cryptocurrency these new entrants buy. And you know what? It's really that simple. And he's absolutely right. Here's the thing about retail investors entering the crypto space today. They're already looking past Bitcoin. Why? Because they want to build a substantial bag, something they can actually stack up. Nobody wants to be stuck as a half coiner or quarter coiner, right? You want to own at least one whole coin of something. Think about it. Who's walking into crypto today ready to drop $80,000 or $90,000 on a single Bitcoin? Most people just aren't in that position. And they're looking past Ethereum too because it's gotten too expensive. But with that same money, you can pack a serious bag of XRP. Now, I don't know what's happening with Bitcoin right now, but I'm starting to think this recent crash was totally coordinated. Let me break down the timeline for you. First, we get Vitalik dropping this bombshell. He comes out saying that new quantum computers will hack Bitcoin by 2028, and he's calling it the biggest danger to crypto ever. Can you believe that? He's estimating that about 20 to 25% of all Bitcoin is currently vulnerable to being stolen by quantum computers. And here's the kicker. There's no solution to this issue yet. These quantum computers can potentially crack Bitcoin's security system, exposing wallets and transactions. Vitalik is now advocating for early adoption of quantum-resistant cryptography to safeguard blockchain security. So he's moved up the timeline. He's saying this threat could happen by 2028. And you know what? I've been saying this for a while now. Everyone keeps claiming quantum computers won't be a threat until 2035. They're totally wrong. The rise of quantum computing is happening right now, people. Even Ray Dalio, who actually owns Bitcoin, is getting nervous about quantum computing and central bank adoption. Listen to what he said. I think the problem with Bitcoin is that it's not going to be a reserve currency for major countries because it can be tracked and it could conceivably, with quantum computing, be controlled or hacked. He doesn't see Bitcoin becoming a reserve currency at all. And honestly, I've always said that's never going to happen anyway. No major country is going to adopt Bitcoin because, let's be real here, it's too slow and way too expensive. But now he's also citing the quantum threat as a major concern. Then we get hit with another piece of news. Bitcoin starts selling off after showing up in the Epstein files. That's what we saw over the last week. So let me get this straight. We got the Epstein files release, Ray Dalio expressing concerns, Vitalik warning about quantum threats, all negative sentiment on Bitcoin, hitting at once. That's why I think this was totally coordinated. The narrative is suddenly shifting. And then, here's where it gets really interesting. You couple that with OG Bitcoin holders also selling off their Bitcoin at the exact same time as BlackRock ETF outflows and Grayscale outflows are happening. It was the perfect storm for this crash. And now, they're even trying to blame Japan. Is Japan behind today's crypto crash that wiped out nearly $1 billion? That's the headline we're seeing. We all know what's going on with Japan and their bomb situation, right? But here's the thing, this actually makes the perfect case for something like XRP. I've always said XRP could fix Japan's economy because it offers on-demand liquidity, and that's what makes it so game-changing. Look at Japan's SBI holdings. They were very big on XRP from the very beginning. They own 9% of the total supply. They saw the potential early on. Now, you can blame Bitcoin's crash on whatever you want, but here are the facts. Bitcoin crashed. And according to most analysts, it's going to crash even more. Me? I always like to stay optimistic. I think Bitcoin's going to rebound at some point, and we're probably going to see a blow-off top on Bitcoin eventually. But right now, the writing is on the wall. XRP is positioning itself as the smarter choice for new investors entering the space. What do you think? Are you seeing the same patterns I'm seeing? Let me know in the comments below. Now, here's something interesting. Before Bitcoin really plummets, that will actually lead us into alt season as well. And you know what's fascinating? When The Economist goes full doom mode with headlines like these, they usually mark market bottoms. Markets typically do the exact opposite of what these doom and gloom headlines predict. Check out this cover right here. Crypto got everything it wanted, now it's sinking. They always want you to believe it's over for crypto. That's it, pack it. Up. You have to wait until 2028 for Bitcoin to hit a new all-time high again. But here's the thing, that prediction is based on previous cycles. I'm telling you right now, this is most likely going to be the last big run-up for Bitcoin. Why? Because we're about to witness the rise of the new financial system. Everything moving forward is going to be fully transparent. Everything is going to be about real value. What's actually doing something? What's fixing real-world problems? It's not going to be based on speculation and hype anymore. The hype around Bitcoin is going to die down. Just wait and see. Speaking of progress, we're getting some major updates. Lawmakers just cleared Trump's pick, Michael Selig, to lead the CFTC, and it's heading to the full Senate now. This is huge because Michael Selig is pro-crypto. He's going to be leading the CFTC, and they want to get everything in place to protect retail investors while working on much-needed clarity for crypto. I think a lot of big things are going to happen, but they're not going to happen until next year. They keep kicking that market structure bill down the road. Remember? First they said it would happen by Thanksgiving, then by Christmas, and now it's not set to hit the president's desk until sometime in January. And that's if they can even get it done. But you know how it is with everything in Washington. When they put timeframes on something, you know there's going to be delay after delay. Here's something really interesting. We're seeing a shift from trading bans to total embrace in crypto regulation around the world. And here's what people need to understand. Regulations are going to be the same in every single country eventually. If Tether cannot pass regulations in one major jurisdiction, it's not going to pass regulations anywhere else either. According to the Atlantic Council, a Washington-based non-partisan think tank that analyzed crypto regulation in 75 countries, cryptocurrency is mostly legal in 45 nations, partially banned in 20, and generally banned in 10. They've sorted global regulatory regimes into 4 groups. Red light countries that strongly restrict crypto or ban it altogether. Yellow light countries that allow crypto but with close oversight. Green light countries that embrace the industry with crypto-friendly laws. Under construction countries where crypto is unregulated and stuck in a legal grey zone, the fact that countries are still banning crypto in 2025, that's absolutely insane to me. Right now, the US is going very big on crypto. It's like a race between the US, the EU, the UK, China. Everybody wants to be the crypto capital of the world. But here's the catch. You've got to get regulations in place first. Nothing major is going to move without proper regulations. Why? Because nobody wants to fully jump in without clear rules. I mean, we all did. As retail investors, we were like, hey, you can make money in crypto, I'm getting in. But for some reason, institutions and a lot of retail investors won't come into this space until there are laws in place first. I never really understood that logic. The reason we jumped in early was because we wanted to make money. And the fact that we jumped in ahead of the institutions, that was absolutely game-changing. For the first time in history, retail beat the institutions to something this big. But mark my words, you're going to see a rush all around the world very soon for comprehensive crypto regulations. And when that happens, that's when things get really interesting for projects like XRP that are already built for compliance and real-world utility. The writing is on the wall, folks. Are you ready for what's coming next? Here's what's really happening behind the scenes. The US wants to take the dollar into every single corner of the world. So once they get regulations in place here in America, they're going to hand those same regulations down to a lot of these other countries. They'll basically have identical regulations to the United States. Why? Because this way, the US can push dollar-backed stablecoins or even a digital dollar into those countries without any issues. It's all about maintaining dollar dominance on a global scale. And you know what? XRP holders are about to show everyone that we've been 100% correct this entire time. Early is not wrong. You see it happening right now. And if you're struggling to understand what's going on, it's probably because you lack the fundamental knowledge we've had all along. We were always right. Even when we had to have the vision to see where XRP was heading, all those visions are playing out in real time right now. And honestly, it's incredible to watch this happen. Even things that were purely speculative in the past are now becoming hard facts. Remember when we always knew banks would eventually hold crypto? Well, guess what? They're about to start holding crypto. The FDIC is now ensuring digital assets held at banks. This is exactly what we predicted. And beyond that, you're starting to see the Ripple rails connecting all around the world. They're all linking together. This has been happening over time, but the picture is becoming crystal clear now. Look, we were never wrong, we were just early. And the fact that we were early, it allowed Bitcoin maximalists and everyone else to spread FUD about this cryptocurrency while it went sideways for 2 years. And man, that was frustrating. It was frustrating enough being an XRP holder through all that sideways price action, but at the same time, we got hit with FUD on a daily basis. And we were also dealing with delay after delay in the Ripple versus SEC case. Every single time we were ready to celebrate Ripple beating the SEC, we got another 3 to 6 month delay on that case. I am so happy that case is finally over. The day that happened, I was like, finally, XRP can start to recover from all that SEC suppression. And honestly, I don't think it's come anywhere near a full recovery yet. I think that's going to happen very soon, probably with the new regulations rolling out. Speaking of moving forward, here's what Brad Garlinghouse posted recently. Moving forward is the only path worth considering. Excited to join this outstanding group at Binance Blockchain Week in Dubai. That's happening December 3rd, and there are a lot of big names on that list. But here's what I love about Brad. He's always there. Whenever they want to talk about cross-border payments, when they want to discuss custody solutions or tokenization, Brad is right there at the table. He always gets a seat because he knows this space inside and out. I think this Dubai event is going to be huge as well. You know what? No matter how long it takes, we will be proven right in the end. Everything right now is coming together perfectly. It's like watching the last pieces of a massive puzzle finally get put into place. And then it's go time for XRP. The foundation has been built, the regulations are coming, the partnerships are in place, and the technology has been proven. All we needed was time for the world to catch up to what we've known all along. Are you ready for what's coming next? Because I think 2025 is going to be the year that changes everything for XRP holders.